3 seasons in, Game of Thrones, and they've absolutely hit the ball at the park with their episode 9s. But the question is, which one's the best? Is it Ned's death? Is it the Battle of Blackwater? Or is it the Red Wedding? We're going to find out here on Fog Entertainment today. 244 votes later, we have got the Battle of Blackwater in last spot with 18% of the vote. And spoiler alert, this is actually my favourite episode. I mean, the battle itself is fantastic. Why do I think people have put this in last? Right, guys, my Game of Thrones knowledge, I've only watched season 3. Maybe there is better battles later on in the series that maybe potentially water down this battle and make people think it's not as good. But for me right now, Blackwater was a fantastic episode. They just should have did more with Stannis. I thought the Lannisters, again, come out with a salmon in their mouth, you know what I mean, big man? But yeah, for me, best episode of the season, best episode out of these 3. I don't see how at the end of when I finish this show, it's not one of the best episodes of the entirety of the show. I mean, it's just a phenomenal episode. We gave it a 10 out of 10. I mean, that alone speaks volumes. In second spot, and therefore at the halfway point, because it only has 3 options, we've got Season 3's Episode 9, The Red Wedding. Now, of course, we've got the death of Robb Stark, we've got the death of Catelyn Stark, we've pretty much got the death of anybody associated with the Starks, which obviously not good for them. Their war, the battle, has been lost, and so's the war at this point. I thought it was a cheap way for them to go out, but honestly, I understand why this episode is going to get a lot of praise and it's going to always be mentioned, but at the end of the day, I thought the episode itself wasn't that good. And I say wasn't that good. Compared to the other 2 episode 9s here, it wasn't. I believe we gave it an 8 out of 10. Like, for me, the episode, like, that scene was fantastic. Like, you've got the deaths. As much as I disagree with killing the Starks off like that, you know, just to make room for Daenerys, the rest of the episode wasn't exactly up to scratch. And, yeah, maybe you have to write it like that to make it feel more out of nowhere. But that's just me. That's just me. But numero uno, we have got Ned's death in season 1. And for me, I would rank this at the halfway point. I would go Battle of Blackwater, Ned's death, then the Red Wedding. But obviously Ned Stark, you know, has a special place in a lot of people's hearts who watch this show. Hell, he's got a special place in my heart, does Ned Stark. He's very honourable. But sadly, honour didn't get you quite to my best episode 9. But you guys, the voters here on Fog Entertainment, 244 votes later, Ned Stark is your victory, is your champion. And it's a shame he couldn't win in the actual show. But anyway, down to the comments we go. Temps DG says, best episode was episode 9, Blackwater, of season 2. And he says the most shocking was the Red Wedding. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to take away that the Red Wedding was the most shocking. Like, you knew Ned was going to die. Like, it was obviously going to play out that way. Well, I know Joffrey was one that made the call, but when Ned Stark's taken captured, you can kind of guess it. With the Red Wedding, it kind of happened in a couple of seconds, like, holy shit, what just happened, sort of deal. Moving on though, Met Studios 25 says, as good as Ned's death was, the Red Wedding left everyone in shock. It did, so a lot of split opinions. The Red Wedding did leave a lot of people in shock, and I mean, for shock value, it's the best, but in terms of overall, I'll get to Blackwater. I thought Blackwater was the best episode. Anyway, guys, Game of Thrones Season 3 theories are almost at an end. Only episode 10 to do. Then it's ranking everything from that season. Looking forward to it. Leave your thoughts down below. Peace.